Hello everybody, welcome back to Gearhead Daily. I am your host Eric, and as usual I try to bring you something cool, interesting, and fun, maybe sometimes enraging in the car world. And as many of you know, my fanboyism runs deep in the Corvette line, and I do want to share some breaking information that just came from a source very, very close to the situation. Being an automotive journalist that I am not allowed to reveal the source. However, I got some information on the old internet giver here from a friend of a friend whose college roommates, brothers, sisters, dogs, aunt gave them through the grapevine about the new twin-turbo V8 for the C8 motor. And you might be saying, well, what does that make us? And in the true spirit of Spaceballs, that makes us absolutely nothing. So, in that regard, let's go through kind of what we know so far, and then I'm going to give you the information that I was given, super double top secret information about the twin-turbo V8 that Chevrolet is currently testing. So here's what we know about the C8, and it's coming, okay? So, yes, it's decades in the making, we know that. However, they say it's not going to come out till this summer. And honestly, summer's not far away. It's April 9th already, and I hope you're having a great day. So far, it's sunny and nice here today. We're expecting, and I kid you not, between like 8 and 16 inches of snow in the tomorrow and Thursday. So, yep, it is the typical last hurrah of winter that before it can go officially bugger off, basically. So, anyway, you're not going to see it until summer 2019. My guess, and this is just pure speculation on my part, it's going to be further than that just because you might get a single engine option. But if what I'm hearing is true from this twin-turbo V8 is accurate, and they are twisting frames left and right like they have been, it's going to be longer than that because they're going to have to do some reinforcing, and to be honest with you, nobody wants to half-assed rush this mid-engine car out when it's supposed to be the flagship vehicle of General Motors. So I know some people say, oh yeah, in Bowling Green, there's going to have an event. We may see the base model, but I don't think we're going to see the Mac Daddy big one until much later once they figure out those frame issues. Because, you know, talk about some nasty PR if you see some guys wrapping some frames trying to go off. Because, again, this information I've got from, you know, somebody very, very close to the situation, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be awesome. So let me just tell you, they said it speculates delayed because of the new electrical architecture and some structural issues. My theory is it's structural issue. The electrical part, I'll be honest, you know, I think they've got that figured out. It's just my opinion, though. And the car looks pretty cool. I mean, you know, there's only so many shapes a mid-engine car can be, but it looks like a Corvette to me. It's kind of like a cross between like an NSX and like a McLaren, you know, 720S or something. So, okay, fine. You know, we'll see the final version when it comes out. I think it looks good. I'm still, you know, very much interested in it, and we'll see how it goes. I like it. So, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Totally cool. They claim it's going to start between 60 and 70 grand. Yeah, that's the low horsepower number of the new LT version, even though there's been two versions of the LT prior, one in the 60s, one in the 90s, and now this one. So this one's direct injected. It's cool. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fine. And we're talking about this twin turbo overhead V8 with flat plane crankshaft. Cool. Still cool. Okay, so again, I'm going to give you some information here in a second, but we got some spy photos of it on the track. I'm excited. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it right away, so I'm going to may have to wait for a used one to come on the market, but you know, here's always hoping GM will just magically send me one in my mailbox. You know? No? You don't think that's going to happen? Yeah. So what's funny is I was talking to a friend of mine who's in the know over there, potentially somewhere near the GM place, said, yeah, get in line, Eric, you and everybody else who wants one. So, yeah, not gonna happen. So anyway, I like it. I think it's going to be cool. But basically, an all-wheel drive hybrid is a possibility. I think that would be cool, too. So between this twin turbo version and a electric hybrid. I think that's going to be dope. It would be a toss-up for me, depending on which version we get, but that would be cool. They say it's going to be dual clutch only. These are, kind of rare speculations, but the issue with it is I know everybody wants a manual, and I think it would be, you could swap out a manual and older if we're going to be using this, dual clutch Porsche transmission, the 8-speed. You probably could swap out a 6-speed for it, like an older Porsche version. I'm not sure how that would play with all the electronics and other good jazz, but having played with the paddle shift on a couple cars, there is something really fun about kind of feeling like an F1 driver, and you'd whoop, yeah, whoop, whoop, and you just hit the button. It's just super cool. So anyway, we know it's going to have an engine cover, duh. Just like the ZR1, the C6 ZR1 had that sweet, engine cover. No different than here. It's pretty standard. The key is okay, fine. I don't care. We're talking about a Targa roof. If it's going racing, it might have a V6. This one looks like the racing prototype version of it, and we'll see. I think it's going to be cool. Pratt & Miller, who does an excellent job racing those things, is going to be awesome. So we've come to the end of the article, and I know you're dying to know. So here's what it is. Friend of a friend whose cousin's roommate, their dog's goldfish, told me, says, Eric, he said, every once in a while, since I am a, automotive journalist and I cannot reveal my sources, sent me a message through some device and said, if they were testing this twin turbo V8, and if they wanted to reach 1,000 horsepower, and if they actually put it on the dyno, it actually, if possible, made 1,017 horsepowers. So, not only is it in the works, it is currently being tested, according to my mythical source, who, I've known and I respect their opinion, but just want to let you know that I cannot tell who it is. That being said, 1,017 horsepower. Their goal was 1,000. They definitely hit it. And what that means to me is there's room to grow. So, 1,200 horse, E85, 110, who knows? This sounds dope. So that's the reveal. That's what I've heard from an insider who's in the know, and I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it to happen. I don't think we're going to see that version for a while, because if they're just going to debut the 2020 C8 here in the next month or two, because summer's coming up quick, I don't think they're ready for it yet, because, can you imagine 1,000 horsepower Corvette? Holy crap. It's going to be all sorts of awesome. So, that said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Otherwise, have a good day. I'm going to share, hopefully I'll get some more information from my sources and share it with you as soon as I get it. So, anyway, have a good one. Talk to you guys later.